But you
Yeah.
might have already answered this next one, but I do ask this everybody, most memorable backstage fight, but would that be New Jack and Sandman?
New Jack and Sandman, I was right there for. There was also the encounter with Taz and RVD, the pick a hand story.
Okay.
And I was there for it. I don't remember exactly how it went, but I think Rob just went up to Taz and was like, pick a hand. And Taz was like, what? And he's like, pick a hand. And then Rob just slapped Taz across the face. And I don't remember the backstory to it. So that's a shitty story to tell, but that wasn't really a fight, but that was like a face-off confrontation that I was there for. The most memorable thing is probably New Jack and that kid.
Mass transit.
The mass transit incident. I was there. I didn't watch the match. I was in the locker room for it, but that was probably the most brutal thing that happened in or out of the ring. Unfortunate, but.
Have with all the occasionally serious incidents that happen in ECW, did you ever find yourself deposed and had to give interviews to police or anyone else to say what you witnessed?
Not police. I can tell you a funny story if you want to hear one.
Absolutely.
And I've told this several times, so forgive me if y'all heard it already. There were a bunch of us. We were called the Philly Crew. And we would always fly out of Philadelphia and to whatever destination. And it was always me and Sandman. And then it was usually Jim Molyneux, who was our referee. It was Sign Guy Dudley. It was Steve Carino. It was Jack Victory. Joel Gertner was with us for this, but he wasn't part of the Philly Crew. But I can't remember who else was in this van. But we get off the plane and we have to get a cab to either the venue or our hotel. I don't remember where we were going. We opted for this big van that could fit like 8 people because there was a lot of us and we were all, wrestlers are cheap. No one wanted to pay the $20 to get to the place or whatever. We were going to split it. Okay, fine. We all get in and it's the man was like an Indian descent and had an accent. So you could tell he wasn't from America.
Is this dots or feathers? Dots. Yes.
Dots.
Yeah, it's the old saying, dots not feathers, isn't it? Like an Indian dot rather than feathers like a Native American.
Oh yes, yes. Yeah. Not a. Ooh, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm like, wait a minute. So anyway, we all get in this van, and the man starts speaking to us, but we couldn't understand him because his accent was very thick, and so Hack has no filter, and he starts calling him Habib, which is not probably his name. I don't know what his name is. And they start getting into a fight, and they're going back and forth. And with that, the driver calls the police. Sandman has a bunch of drugs on him. He gives his drugs to me and says, put them in your bra and your underwear. And I go, because I guess he thought he was going to be the only guy getting in trouble because he was fighting with this gentleman. So it's like, I have pill bottles. I have this baggie. I don't know what, I wasn't a drug person, so I don't know what's in these containers. So I put some in my bra. I put some in my underwear, and, I hear a police car and we're like, oh shoot. He really called the police. He's out, the man gets out of the cab and he's circling, he's walking. And I'm sorry. And I forgot to say, before they start fighting, he pulled off, but as they started fighting, he just circled around and parked right back to where we started. So we didn't get far at all. With that, when the policeman gets out of his car, there's a dog. So it's a sniffer, a drug dog. And the dog starts walking to the van. So now I start crying because I'm like, I have drugs in my clothes. They're yours. This dog is going to sniff me. I'm going to go to jail for you. Don't worry about it. I'll say it's mine. You're not going to go to jail. I almost pooped my pants. Like, I was so scared. And I just sat, and I was in the back of the van, and I just sat there, and then like Hack got out, and they all talked to this man, and the police officer said, just go get another van. Go get another van, because I think Hack told me, look, we're wrestlers. That always gets you out of a bind, you know. Thank God he took the dog, and he put the dog back in the car, because I ran with the stuff all in my bra and my panties, and we got in another van and we took off. But I mean, come on, like that was too close to call for me. It was a lot.
When you were walking, I mean, was anything in a tube? So when you walked, it went shh, shh, shh.
Probably. I think it was like 2 pill bottles, some weed. I don't know what would. I don't know. I remember the baggie. I think I put in my underwear, because I was just sitting there. I thought it would be like a 2-minute thing and we would take off, but no. I still have the dog, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, it's a drug dog," and I was like, "Oh my God, is this a rib on my life? Like, what's going on?" So yeah, it was scary.